Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Scotty here. I'm just bringing you a bit of League of Legends. This is my guide
30
to using
seconds until
Ryze.
minions spawn.
Um, it looks like I'm gonna lag a bit. Um, this is in no way the best way to play Ryze, I'm sure, but I've played against a lot of players that use Ryze and they haven't done some of these things. So I'll just give you a little guide. Hopefully I won't lag too much, but we'll see. So I'm going to start off with Overload, because one of the great things about Ryze is
Minions have
his
spawned.
first thing, which any time you cast a spell decreases the cooldowns of all the other ones by a second. That includes Ryze's ultimate. So you get, my first choice is get the one that's got cooldown reduction and the lowest cooldown. And I'll try and max out Overload by level 9. And I also got the Sapphire Crystal, and I got 2 pots just to sort of, I like to spend as much time in the lane as possible at the start. Obviously the blue buff is incredible for Ryze. I'm just playing against some bots because I wanted to actually speak instead of try harding. Really. So let's see what we can do here. Should be right. I was just going to show you a few tips and tricks. Problem with Ryze is that he only really gets powerful at level 6 when he's got his ultimate, and at that point you've unlocked all of your spells, because you can really string them together. Level 2, go in Rune Prison. You can get a nice little combo of your Overload followed by Rune Prison. You can sort of try and, can we get him? No, oh, ouch. Kinda hurt. We might be able to. Just gonna, I like to spend as much time as possible in this lane to start off with, and accumulate enough gold, hopefully for my boots or something. But let's see how we can do this, see if I can get this bot. We got it, we got it, we got it, we got it, we got it. Yeah, there we go, first bird, nice and easy. Still just gonna try and max out my Overload first, because it's quite a high damaging spell. The reason I like Ryze, the reason I'm sort of giving you this, is because the fact that his mana count affects his spell power, as it were, which is really nice because it means you don't have to try and get mana and spell power together and sort of get the two of them. And it scales quite nicely, as you see here with the plus 59 for my mana. That's just with a Sapphire Crystal. So it's pretty good. Now at level 4 here I've unlocked my Q, my W and my E, which means what you can do is string them all together, and because of the each spell reducing the cooldown thing, I'll try and show you here on the severe bot. Here we go. See if I can do this. You go Overload, Rune Prison, Spell Flux, and then you've got Overload back off again. Now late game, when you've got large counts of mana and your spells do a bit more damage, because that was a bit feeble if I'm honest, you can really just, you can rock up and just do huge bursts of damage. I'm only saying this, some of you may already know this I'm sure, but I've played against people and they get like, they're using Ryze and they don't do that. They'll like pop out a spell flux and Overload and then wait and then do a Rune Prison or something. It's just a lot more fluid if you can do that one big burst, in my opinion. Obviously that's just my opinion, and I'm only doing this to help you out if you're interested. Yeah, see, you gotta try and get your creep farm going with Ryze. It's not the best before level 6 for doing the old creep farm and trying to last it full. But once you get your ultimate you can clean up some creep waves pretty quick, and you can also get your ultimate off cooldown quite quickly by just using spells like Overload in the creep wave. There we go, I've got my ultimate. I don't really have enough mana to take out this Sivir bot, but I've got enough for my Tear of the Goddess and my well, I haven't got enough for the Sorcerer's boots, but I've got enough for the level 1 whatever it is, movement boots things. I know what I'm trying to say, I just can't say it. Right, I don't really want to go that close to the tower, I am quite a cautious League of Legends player. If you enjoyed this, you know, if you like this style of video, then be sure to let me know, and I'll try and do some other character guides in the future. Oh, it's too slow. Oh, it wasn't actually an intentional dodge. I did that by accident. As you may have gathered, I'm not amazing at this game. Here we go. Just sort of huge damage there. Didn't quite get enough to take him out, but I'm gonna just recall now because I think Civi's gone back to get a new set of underwear as well after that one. Yeah, so getting that Tear of the Goddess first, and then also my boots. And I'll be getting my Sorcerer shoes next, followed by a Catalyst of the Protector. Just because with Ryze, I want to maximise the time in lane with him. You don't want to have to keep on recalling back. Although I do have teleport, I use that more for the sort of tele gank, as it were. And I'll try and get a blue buff here actually. You may notice that this is live commentary, so please don't hate on me if I'm going silent for a few moments, because I am sort of playing the game at the same time. I am not incredible at this. Here's the combination again, still just trying to get that overload maxed out, because it's quite a good spell for just, there we go, got the blue buff, that's what I wanted. It's really good because the cooldown reduction and the fact that your mana regens nice and fast, which is all for staying in your lane longer. I'm going to see if I can try and pick off this Severe again. With Ryze you really want to dominate the person in your lane, because then that allows you to move on to the other lanes and potentially get a couple of ganks or move into the jungle, that sort of thing. It just gives you a lot more time to do stuff. So yeah, by the way, by all means, correct me if I'm wrong at any point. There we go. Dragged into the tower and just got annihilated. And then it's down to preference really if you then sort of max out your Rune Prison or Spell Flux first. I like to get the Rune Prison quite high because I mainly use the Spell Flux for picking up creep waves and the reduction of magic resistance. I don't particularly use it for its damage output, so that's personal preference though. So yeah, that's a bit better. Cleaning up the creep waves, see if we can push this tower. It looks like my other guys are doing alright. I was a bit concerned when I went for a bot game that I might have to end up doing a lot of work, but they seem to be holding up alright. It is Master Yi and who's the other one? Shen, I think, yeah. Well, Shen's ultimate makes me mad when I'm playing against him. Just when you're about to get that kill and he pops up with a shield and everything. Sorry if I sound a little bit nasal, I've got a bit of a cold today, but I had to at least try and bring out a video. Here we go. I'm gonna see, got my ultimate off cooldown now. Get a nice positioning. Ooh, not gonna make it. Sort of bit of harassment, might be able to pick him off at the tower. There we go. Nice. Don't be afraid to take a little bit of damage. I'm not saying like tower diving style, but you can always just chuck out an overload because it's such a high damage spell for what it is. Because I've now got a 10% cooldown reduction, and it's doing 140 plus 113 off the mana. So it's pretty good at this point. Take another Rune Prison, and then we'll get the Spell Flux for the next one. Just trying to clean up the creep waves. There we go, nice. You can see now I've got quite a lot of gold. I just want to get rid of this tower really. Once you get the first tower down, it's a lot more space to work with Ryze. You can really sort of chase. Oh dear. Um, my computer may have just died. Wow, that's different. Huge lag spike here. I'm not too sure what caused that. I just got saved by Shen and I don't even know what happened. Not sure what caused that really. My computer is quite old. It worked to try and get a new one, which isn't as bad. Oh yeah, sorry about that. My computer ran out of memory. I'm just showing you here. I recalled. I got my catalyst protector back into the lane and taking off first severe, then pushing that middle lane, getting the tower. Showing you here, you can still get a good creep farm with Ryze. Still pushing middle lane, keep on pushing there. Got to be careful not to get ganked though. So yep, just now that I've got this domination over severe, just keep on picking them up. Recalled, got my sorcerer's boots and rod of ages. They're quite good for Ryze, highly recommended. Still getting that blue buff. You've got to keep on remembering to do that as much as possible. It's greatly beneficial. Just coming back to that middle lane, dominating Sivir. Shown here, 112 creep kills, just keeping on pushing. Got a nice level advantage. Sivir's just getting annihilated. I've shown you here, Overload now does a ridiculous amount of damage. Sivir comes in and just gets annihilated. Incredible. And then goes down with a bit of help from some minions. Help, I mean cannon fodder, and getting that inhibitor and picking off Sivir as well. I popped him up there and you see the number of creep that just vanished straight away. Arcaf, brilliant, got another Sapphire Crystal going for my Banshee's Veil. I then ran up the top lane to help Shen, got Nasus and the second tower there. Immediately teleported down to the bottom because you can see on the map it's in trouble. Got Malphite and just ran up back up to middle. Got Severe again, scored the ace. And then look at those creep kills, 170, just pushing on through. Both towers down, not got a hope. And that's pretty much it. It's victory from there on out. So yeah, just a few key things is that remember to max out on mana instead of anything else, because that's what increases the spell power. And to get your Q, W, and as well your Overload, Rune Prison, and Spell Flux, because you use Overload, Rune Prison, which is a crowd control, so they are duck, Spell Flux, and then you've got O back off, so you can use that, and then you just there's such a high amount of damage put out in such a short time that you can just annihilate anyone. I highly recommend using Teleport as well. And Flash, because Ryze can be quite squishy, so yeah, ganked, it's brilliant to have Flash to get out of those situations. Teleport's brilliant for going up to a different lane to help where it's struggling, and you can teleport in and do the whole QWEQ and just boom. If you popped your ultimate as well before you wipe out a creep wave and a champion at the same time, boom, suddenly the tides turn. Really beneficial. So's the blue buff. You got to keep on doing that. And just a few final stats for that game. It was against bots, but finished it with 13 kills, 0 deaths, 1 assist, and 3 kills, 1 inhibitor. Got 10k gold, 172 minions slain, and neutral monsters was 18. It's just me getting the blue buff 6 times during the course. So you got to keep on getting that blue buff. It's incredible. Thoughts for getting like items wise, you've got at this point you've got your Archangel Steel boots, the Rod of Ages, and then you go Banshee's Veil and then Will of Wisps, because Spell Vamp is incredible for Ryze. Probably one of the champions where you want to use it most. Which also ties into your masteries. I use the utilities one because it's cooldown reduction and experience as well as spell vamp. it's brilliant for Ryze, and that pretty much concludes. Runes is down to preference. Really, I like to go mana and cooldown reduction mostly. With I think my quintessence is mana as well. I'm only a level 17 summoner at point, so I'm no pro. But if you've enjoyed my video, then let me know by leaving a like, and do comment and subscribe or anything video a week. Thank you.